This past Friday, Fox News host Sean Hannity repeatedly on both his radio program and his Fox News program praised Vladimir Putin, or at least appeared to praise Vladimir Putin for, as Hannity put it, channeling his inner Trump. So what had happened was Vladimir Putin earlier in the day on Friday held a rally in a massive sports arena where tens of thousands of people showed up, forcibly were showing up to, cheer on their dictator as he continues his assault against the Ukrainian people. And Hannity thought, what a brilliant idea. Go out there and emulate Donald Trump with your little rallies. Get people back on your side. Hannity said, it looks like Vladimir Putin is channeling his inner Donald Trump. He had it almost looked like the big house in Michigan. Their football stadium, I think, holds 110,000 people. Then, later in the evening, Hannity once again said the rally was Putin's best attempt to look like Donald Trump. But he also wanted to make it clear that he's not praising Putin. He called him, quote, a murderous thug, and said that his assault on Ukraine turned into a humiliating disaster. And he went on to say, according to reports, the stadium was filled with thousands of government workers who were required to attend. Unlike a Trump rally, anyone in Russia voices opposition to Vladimir Putin's war in Ukraine, they are thrown in jail. Vladimir Putin is not in a good place. And right now the world is facing an extremely dangerous and critical tipping point, and what happens in Russia and Ukraine will have reverberations all over the world. But guess what? Our fearless leader, Joe Biden, he's taken another weekend in Delaware ice cream, a lot of nap time. Taken another weekend and Delaware ice cream, a lot of nap time. That sounds like Hannity might need a little nap time. Right? He's in Delaware ice cream, nap time. Sure, that's a sentence, right? Here's the thing. And this was, kind of glossed over by Sean Hannity here. It's not that he's praising Putin. I don't think he's praising Putin at all. What gets me is the fact that he doesn't realize the comparison he has made here. Vladimir Putin knew that he needed to get the people on his side. He knew that he needed to show the rest of the world that his people supported him, that he was popular. So what did he do? He held a big-ass rally in a giant place with thousands of people. Exactly what Donald Trump does for the exact same reason Donald Trump does it. For the exact same reason despots all throughout world history have done it. Donald Trump did not create these, Sean Hannity. You know when they became really popular? You ever heard of World War II? Germany? That guy? That's what he did. That's why he did it. Trump was doing the same thing. And again, that's why he did it. As a show of strength, not because he wanted to actually talk to the people that he wouldn't piss on if they were on fire. Because he wanted to give the illusion, the appearance that people loved him and that he was popular. Basically create that bandwagon effect. Like, look at all these people here. They're having fun. They're cheering him on. Why aren't you? Why aren't you one of these people? You don't want to be against these people. Look at how many there are in just this one room. That's what that is. That's why Trump did it. That's why Putin did it. That's why those other guys from World War II did it. Not because they wanted to talk to the people, but because they wanted to have the illusion of power to try to make more and more people afraid of them. That's not something to be admired. It's something to be studied in psychology courses. That's what this is. It's a form of psychological manipulation. And Trump wasn't a hero for doing it. He was a despot just like the rest of them. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you saw, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel for fresh content every single day of the week. Just smash that subscribe button, and of course, don't forget to like, comment, and share the video.